Hello there, I'm Nigel Mill, and if you don't see my pretty handsome face, it's because I'm planning to make this a quick video. I don't want to set everything up, because I am just too lazy. Anyways, if you have been living under a rock, you might not know this, but Resident Evil 4 Remake is coming soon. Actually, the title is Resident Evil 4, with no remake in the name, so that they had to modify the last original Resident Evil 4 game as Resident Evil 4 2005 edition without naming the new one Resident Evil 4 Remake to distinguish between the two. No, you had to go back and then change the name of the previous original one and not distinguish between the original and, whatever. Resident Evil 4 Remake, because that's what I'm going to call it, because it is a remake without Capcom telling it's a remake in the title. It's coming out soon. March 24. A couple of days off, and since Resident Evil 4 is coming out in a couple of days, I am going to play through the original one and then compare the two, because that's what you usually do when you release a remake of an original piece of art. Excuse me, an original masterpiece of art that came in 2005, long ago. I am an avid Resident Evil 4 fan, specifically Resident Evil 4. It was my first Resident Evil exposure, and it just so happens to be the best Resident Evil exposure I have ever had in any of their game, in their franchise. So I started golden, yeah baby, I started golden. Lucky me. But that also means that I will be extra harsh, tough love. I'm gonna push so much love into the Resident Evil 4 Remake game that is coming out soon. And in that celebration of my very ominous advertisement, I made a list, a big list, in my phone. This, which you are seeing on the screen right now instead of my beautiful, handsome, good-looking face, is the list of things that I want and expect to be in the new Resident Evil 4 Remake game. Not all of them need to be there, but every note that I put here, every box that does not reflect in the remake version, I am going to negatively impact it in my review, because that means if it did not have most of these in the remake, that means that the Resident Evil 4 remake is a failed adaptation of the game. Now, like I said, not all of these need to be there. I'm not... if half of these are not there, that's bad. But if 5 or 10 of these are not there, then that may be good depending on what it is. I won't criticize it too much. Because in my review, it's something out of 10. Right? And as you know, reviews are completely subjective. So, these are just the things that I want or expect to be intact in the game of the remake. Oh, and by the way, I have not been seeing any trailers. I have not seen... Well, to be correct, every freaking person in the world is talking about this game, and since I travel YouTube quite a bit, and I use the internet quite a bit. I have been spoiled with images with some combat mechanics like stopping a chainsaw with a knife. That's pretty cool. But I didn't need to see it. You know, I wanted to be a fresh experience. There was a demo, and there has been thousands upon thousands of people covering the demo. I did not click in a single one of them, you know, to keep my purity intact. But because I don't want to be spoiled. But unfortunately, a thumbnail says a lot. And it just so happens that I saw IGN give a 10 out of 10 on Resident Evil 4. But we all know to never trust IGN with anything. They're not the best they're not the most fair or best reviewers out there, ladies and gentlemen. They're pretty mild. They're pretty lackluster in their criticisms. They're pretty kid-friendly, as some might say. But I do not trust IGN. And I don't give a flying fuck about their reviews. I want to play the game and see how good it is coming from an avid, tried and true fan of the original Resident Evil. 4. I forgot to add 4 at the end. Anyways, this is the list that I expect the remake to have, include, make better, or completely stay intact. And I'm going to go through every single one of these, and of course, this list is going to be modified because I haven't started playing the original Resident Evil 4 yet. In these couple of days, I will intensely, and meticulously go through the entire original and modify this note that I have here at my disposal. But I think I will make my point pretty clear with this note right here. This amount of things that are already in there. These are just things that I remember at the top of my head, and these are things that I might want more of, because, come on, it's 2023. Capcom, you had time to make the remake better, right? If the original was a 10 out of 10 in my opinion, then this game needs to be a 10 out of 10 also. Right, Capcom? We shall see. So, let me get started. Leon puns. You can't have a game without his puns. No puns, negative 50 points in my review. Leon jokes in dire situations. He always has a sly remark when the stove begins to run hot. And that's just the personality that I love in the Leon. Leon backflips. Again, you cannot not include it in the game. Mierda, cabrón. Ahí está. Un forastero. All of those need to be there. Ada plus Leon cat and mouse scenes. You know how Ada is a very mysterious spy, and Leon is almost always chasing after her. They kissed in the past, and Leon is like, "What the fuck? You let me here with a flaccid cock?" When are we gonna get together, Ada? This is the same. Those kinds of scenes where Ada appears, helps Leon, then goes away without any explanations. That's what I want. Pesetas as currency. Very self-explanatory. I want to look up Ashley's skirt and be called a pervert from doing so.
Oh, you pervert! Hey, what are you looking at?
Period. I want this in the game because it was a fun addition to the original. Not that I'm a pervert. This is just a... It was in the game. The original. It needs to be in the remake. This is... I'm not... In real life, I am not going to go up public and actively try to see skirts when they are in a higher altitude than me. I am not going to see girls like that. But if I have a chance, I will. Just at the corner of my eye. That's what all men do. Don't deny it. You've done it once. You've done it twice. It happens. But, okay. Actively looking up girls' skirts. Stop it, guys. That's disgusting. You know, stop it. Don't be a pervert. But this needs to be in the game. Ballistics on Ashley. I have seen some of the thumbnail, like I said, and some of the imagery of Ashley, and I am not impressed. The original Ashley had a better body, better clothes, and the remake Ashley is toned down, no skin showing, not ballistic at all, so big-breasted women are offensive in today's culture, I guess. Modern audiences. People, ladies and gentlemen, modern audiences. We're adjusting this game to suit that minority of people. Okay. Anyways, ballistics on Ashley. I think this is going to be crossed out because I already seen the imagery of Ashley, but I am still going to put it here so I get to account for it in my review. Next, Luis Serra is still the jokester Spaniard. Love that guy. Love every time he's on the screen. Okay, I have only one very important question. Do you gotta smoke? I got gum.
Okay, I have only one very important question. You gotta smoke?
Got gum.
I want that joke in there. Leon kicks the big cheese. The village cheese. What are you buying? What are you selling? Not enough cash, stranger. Stranger! What you need that for? Gold hunting an elephant? All of those need to be there from the merchant. All of those. Or replace them with better jokes. Or better quotes. These are not jokes. Quotes. Ballistics joke from Luis Serra. Remember that?
Small world, eh? Well, I see that the president's equipped his daughter with ballistics, too.
How rude!
I see the president has outfitted his daughter with ballistics, too. I want that joke in there. Capcom, don't fucking water the freaking remake down just because you want to appeal to everyone. That is not going to happen ever in any video game. You cannot satisfy everyone. At least satisfy the majority of your freaking fan base and fans from the Resident Evil franchise and mega fans from the Resident Evil original 4 original game. Don't try to satisfy everyone because it's not gonna work. You gotta have that joke there. Period. Well, Ashley is not very voluptuous in this game, so I already see myself crossing this one down. Leon! Help!
Damn it! Ashley!
That needs to be in there, just for fun, just for nostalgia's sake, even if it's an ear ringer. I want it there. Leon roundhouse kicks need to be in there. No thanks, bro.
You, my brethren.
No thanks, bro.
I think that was the joke from when Ramon Salazar was at the top of the castle. What is that called? A gazebo? No, but you know the joke. Avid fans of this know the joke. It's not a joke. It's more like a quote from Leon. It's so cheesy. It's so cheesy in that situation, but I wanted to be there because that is part of Leon's character. Alright, next. Upgrade weapons, buy weapons. Pretty self-explanatory. Combine treasures to make better treasures to sell even better treasures. I want that too. You know, the scavenging was really cool. You know, there are areas that you can miss, but that's fine. You get to do them in the New Game Plus and then get everything. And it's fun combining crowns with jewels and, you know, pieces of the lantern butterflies to the real butterfly lamp and all of that stuff. I really liked it. Inventory management, flip, move, fit stuff in the briefcase so hard that you feel like you're playing Tetris. Hunt fish. Put fish in your briefcase. I need the fish to be put in a briefcase. Period, point blank. That is what I want. Hannigan, Salazar, Sadler radio calls. Or, you know, more. You can add more. I gotta put, you can add more in there, I guess. But, you know, those radio calls, make them, well, you can innovate, right? I don't want it look, I don't want the remake to be exactly a carbon copy of the original. I just want it to be better. So the innovation here would be not necessarily when Leon is picking up the radio calls. Don't necessarily fade to black and then fade to another screen with the radio and then put both of the colors' faces in the radio screen and then let them talk. You know, you can innovate. Like maybe Leon has a radio phone, you know, in the 3D space, and then the camera zooms in to the radio screens and zooms out to see the faces of the caller, you know, all while, you know, the 3D space is still active. You know, Leon is doing stuff in the background while listening to the radio calls, and then he occasionally sees the screen and blah 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 blah. You know, I don't want Resident Evil 4 Remake to be the exact carbon copy of the original. You can make it better. That's what I want. Next is able to pick up eggs and throw them. That is essential. I want to pick up eggs and throw them, even though it's highly ineffective, but I want to. Able to combine green, red, yellow herbs. I think this is gonna be in there. Well, because that's one of the... they had it in Resident Evil 3 Remake. Except for the yellow part. So, but, yeah. Obviously, right? They need to have the yellow herb here. To increase the health. Alright. Ashley removing Plaga's moan scene. If you know the one, you know the one. Ada kicks / knees Leon in the ballsack. I want that in want that cutscene in there. Pretty fun to watch. Slow motion Ada versus Leon garden scene. The quote, "See you around," by Ada.
Better get a move on. See you around.
Super sexy and seducting even. Multiple shooting galleries with their own prizes to earn. Many people do not like this one. Many people, I have learned that they would rather skip this entire mini game. But For me, this is my review, this is my notes, and this is my objective wants and needs and expectations. So, yes, shooting galleries, be there. Bomb explosions from the island. At the ending, you gotta have a Michael Bay production right in that game. Boom, blah 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 blah, explosions everywhere. From Michael Bay. And the quote on the ending, this 100% needs to be in here. So, after you take me back to my place, how about we do some overtime?
So, after you take me back to my place, how about we do some, overtime?
Sorry.
And then Leon comes back with the nah, no thanks, or something like that. But that specific quote right there needs to be in there. If not, I will harshly negative point this game. If, you know, enough of these are crossed out. Other cheesy jokes intact, or more of. Look, Resident Evil 4 has some cheesy jokes from Leon, and I don't want them to disappear in the remake. I want them to be just as they were, or better, or more of. You gotta have that cheesiness of the Resident Evil 4 Leon in there. Don't try to be all Zack Snyder universe with the DCEU, you know, making superheroes super dark and serious, and it's all seriousness from here on out. And you know, no. There are times of these jokes that need to happen to, you know, relax yourself and then think to yourself. What? You know, what did he say? That, you know, it is essential to have those little moments of what? But these jokes need to be there. Capcom, don't be all serious on me now because you want to create a Zack Snyderverse serious universe or whatever. No. Intact. Or better. That's what I want. Dump Ashley. Hide her in the trash bins. That's what I am trying to say. Puzzles intact, improved, or add more of. It's a Resident Evil game. There's gonna be puzzles. I have no doubt about it. Cool. I think that one is not gonna be crossed. Ashley gets kidnapped. Not once, not twice, not thrice, but you get the point. If you've played the original Resident Evil, you know. Unlockable costumes, like the RPD, Raccoon Police Department costume, and Mafia outfit for Leon, for Ashley, a cool, stylish white disco outfit, and a full set of medieval armor, like the original had, or new cool costume unlockables. Minimum of 2 sets of unlockable costumes. This does not include microtransactions that are bought from the store, because I bet there's gonna be microtransactions. There's already a deluxe edition and a super deluxe edition from Resident Evil 4 Remake, and both of those, I say, fuck you, Capcom. Fuck you for doing this deluxe and super deluxe editions on your release game shit. Stop it. It's just a couple of pointless microtransactions that don't amount to anything special. It's just 1 or 2 skins and a charm. And even worse, in Resident Evil Village, you included the hardest difficulty of the game, Village of Shadows, in a fucking super deluxe edition. That shit, Capcom, needs to stop. If one of the Capcom's employees are listening, Stop it. Go to your boss and tell them to get their fucking heads out of their asses because that shit is not funny anymore. You're fooling customers to pay more for less. Stop it. And that goes the same for every other goddamn game developer or game publisher out there. Stop that sick filth. Moving on. Unlockable hand cannon, infinite RPG, Matilda, infinite Tommy gun, which is the Chicago typewriter, and the overly ridiculous PRLR 412 weapon. Or, you know, that would be cool if all of them were there. Or new unlockable weapon substitutes. Minimum of 5 weapons available for unlocking. At the minimum, if you're not gonna do the hand cannon, infinite RPG, Matilda, the Chicago typewriter, or the PRL, if you're not gonna do those, then okay, don't do those, but add your own unlockable weapons. I bet there's gonna be an infinite ammo cheat. I bet there's gonna be an infinite, I don't know, dodge juice cheat. I bet there's gonna be a bulletproof vest. I bet there's gonna be all those stuff, but you know, minimum of 5, please. Minimum of 5. This is 2023. Don't be lazy. Add some cool weapon mods like scope, the Wesker silencer from the mercenaries. Remember mercenaries? A compressor or match weight like the Lemmy from Resident Evil Village, you know, where the first pistol, where you get to put a compressor and it somehow increases damage. I have no idea why it increases damage, because that's only supposed to help with recoil and weight, but it does increase damage. It doesn't make sense, but it's there. Anyways, this one is not essential. It doesn't need to be there. Professional mode at launch. When you finish the game on hard mode, unlock the professional mode at launch. Mercenaries at launch. Assignment Ada. That one is not essential because, you know, Assignment Ada was very short. It was like a score, a leaderboard score, how many points you can get kind of thing, so you can compete with other players kind of mode. And it was very short, so that one is not essential. I don't mind it not being there. You can replace it with something else, or you can completely remove it. I am completely fine with that. Now, but the next one is separate ways. It needs to be at launch, or new Ada story modes. Like I just said, Assignment Ada doesn't need to be there, but separate ways needs to be there. Or you can just add more stories for Ada. Alright, a longer, more horror-themed section with Ashley all by herself trying to survive in the castle area. Plus butt shots from Ashley crawling under the furniture. Not essential, but very nice indeed. Yes. The part where Ashley gets separated from Leon, you know, Leon shoots her, Ashley's restraints. Ashley needs to go by herself in a room with a lot of armored enemies, armaduras, and where she is there, you know, she needs to do a puzzle in the middle of it, you know, grab some treasure, grab some pesetas, grab some ammo to give to her hubby, I mean to Leon, which is her hubby, and all that stuff. All that stuff is very nice, but I want an extended version of it. I don't know if, you know, if it's not extended, I won't cross this off. It just needs to be there. You know, if you're not gonna extend it, just add that part of the game. You know, similar length from the original, and I would be completely fine with it. Or, I don't know, add two of those Ashley sequences. I'm fine with that. You know, well, it depends, because I'm not fine with Ashley, you know, instead of getting a horror-themed section, it's more like, oh, Leon gets pinned and somehow Ashley looks at a rocket launcher from 10,000 miles away and shoots the freaking thing that's going to impale him with picture-perfect accuracy or shit like that. No, that's too ridiculous. That is not who Ashley is, okay? Don't be ridiculous, Capcom. If you can't make it good, then don't even try. You just follow the original. That's the recipe for success. If you don't know, just follow the original. It's all written for you. Don't fuck it up, Capcom. Anyways, galleries with pictures, character models with the voice sound effects. You remember? You know, at the bottom of the bottle cap, there was a voice coming out of it when you pressed the button. That was fun. And a movie browser to rewatch all cutscenes, like, let's say, Monster Hunter World. You know, where you get to watch these cutscenes whenever you want and enjoy a very long movie if you wished. Stranger. Now that's a weapon. That needs to be there. You remember Mike? You're looking for some firepower, you've come to the right place.
Now that's what I call backup.
My name's Mike. You're looking for firepower, you've come to the right place. Take care of it.
Mike shoots all soldiers to save Leon. In the slow motion shooting scene, I want that. Thanks. When we get out of here, the drinks are on me.
Thanks. When we get out of here, drinks are on me.
All of those. I want Mike to be there supporting me from above in his helicopter, heli-choopy. Don't call me out on this one, but pervert flasher costume for the merchant. Not essential, just for fun, you know? I bet when the modders get a hand on this, they're gonna make this. But, as I said, I don't think Capcom is ballsy enough. I don't think they have the balls to make a flasher costume for the merchant, so I think this is gonna be crossed out, but like I said, it's not essential. Believe me, there will be a mod out there on the PC version which does this. Okay, next. New Game Plus, and this is very important. At launch, -3 points in my review if not present. This is the most important thing in my notes. This needs to be available. If not, I will deduct 3 points from it. I wasn't this harsh in the Callisto Protocol review that I made. That game, thinking back on it, I think it's a 4 more than a 5. But right now, since it has a New Game Plus, then I say, okay, fine. For now, I think it's a 6 or a 5 out of 10 still, because, you know, the story, the characters pissing me off, you know, the sections don't have enough horror, it's just a whole bunch of jump scares, not enough tension, not enough of that, not enough of this. So, you know, I wasn't harsh enough in the Callisto Protocol, but in this game, I will be. I will be on top of everything, okay? Because they are remaking a game that I already love in the original. If they fuck it up, you are going to hear my reasons why and how you fucked it up. That's... Anyways, this is the most important thing. Next, the Lago boss fight. Needs to be there. And Del Lago death scene when shooting the lake. That was a fun not an Easter egg, more like a hidden feature of the game. If you shoot enough times in the lake, the lago will come and eat you, and then it'll be game over. Yes, if you didn't know that before, now you do. Exploding ganado heads. Boom! Headshots! I think this is gonna be there for two reasons. It's in the original, that's the first reason. And second, some of the ganados' heads will pop out and spawn a plagas on their heads. I think those are the two reasons why this will be in the game. But if I remember right, well, yeah, in Resident Evil Village, and to some extent, I think, to Resident Evil 3 Remake, the heads did not explode regularly enough when you got a headshot kill on these enemies. While in Resident Evil 4 Original, when you score a headshot on normal enemies at least, their heads will explode. 99% of the time, depending if they have helmets, they won't explode. If they have other things like you know, the JJ, those guys don't explode their heads. But you know, when they're climbing down ladders or climbing up ladders, when you get a headshot on them, their heads explode and then they drop to the floor. That's what I want to see. The gruesomeness of your skills brought to light. I don't want no mediocre shit like Resident Evil 3 or Resident Evil Village. You know, like you shoot them many times in the head, but nothing will happen. It is really unsatisfying when their heads don't pop. Next, Leon suplex. It's gotta be there. I wanna look like a WWE champion. You know, take them from behind as Leon and slam them on their freaking heads in the back. I want that to be there because it looks so freaking cool. And their heads pop when you do that too. Unless, of course, they have helmets. Blind Wolverines, los garradores. They need to be in there. Verdugo fight. Salazar's right hand or whatever.
So maybe you have 9 lives, but it doesn't matter now, Mr. Kennedy. I've sent my right hand to dispose of you.
Your right hand comes off?
Say whatever you please. Die, you worm!
His left or right hand, I don't care. You know, the fight in the maintenance tunnels and the sewers and maintenance tunnels, I don't remember which one, but you were underground, you went to the mines. You know, that fight happened right after you saw Ramon Salazar kidnapped with the kidnapped Ashley and all of that. You know, and the quick time event of the sequence where he launches a grappling hook and then survives a lethal fall. I want that to be in there too. I didn't note it here, but yes, that all of that needs to be. Or something cooler. I would allow something cooler to happen aside from the grappling hook, since that looks extremely unbelievable and ridiculous. But, you know, I'll settle for something else. The U3 boss fight. Ramon Salazar is still an annoying midget. You know, with his laughter. All of that, yes. Jack Krauser QTEs, the hide and seek, and the mutated Krauser fights. All three of them need to be in there, you know, to give more tension and, you know, resistance when fighting Krauser. You know, maybe add some cutscenes, maybe add more background story to Krauser, because in Resident Evil 4 Original, they really didn't do a very good job in explaining in detail who Krauser was But they did explain it in Resident Evil 4 original. I'm just saying that they didn't explain it to the point where it's personal for Leon, because if you remember, Leon and Krauser were partners in the past. And they did a whole bunch of missions together. They survived bioterrorism together. They survived, you know, the T-virus monsters together. But in Resident Evil 4 original, they don't give enough of a feeling, enough of an explanation, enough of flashbacks even to really warrant the comradeship that Leon and Jack Krauser had in the past. This is your opportunity to make it better, Capcom. I'm just saying. Regenerators! And their sounds too. Double. As much as I hate those things, they are basically essential to the game. And last but not least is, hey Hunnigan, no glasses. You know, you're kinda cute without those glasses. Give me your number when I get back.
Hey, Hunnigan, no glasses.
Forget the glasses. What's the status of the mission?
I've rescued the subject. We're returning home.
You did it, Leon.
Thanks. You know, you're kinda cute without those glasses. Give me your number when I get back.
May I remind you that you're still on duty.
Story of my life.
That 100% needs to be there in the ending scene. Like I said, I want Leon's jokiness, I want Leon's playfulness in dire situations, I want Leon's cheesy jokes, all of it. Define what made Resident Evil 4 original Leon such a likable guy. You know, it's just his personalities and his demeanor is is both funny, badass, awesome, and a little cringy at times. Cringy, but it's the good kind of cringy because he makes up for it with his badassness in the end. So that's who Leon is. You know. But yeah, that's it for my list. This, oh my god. As always, I have been talking for so long that the video bloats for 40 minutes. And that I don't know how to keep these things short, but in my defense, I did have a lot of notes in here. I did have a lot to say. So damn, 40-minute video already. But yeah, this is it for this video. I don't want to keep you too long. Remember that this will be modified when I play on these couple of days the game, the original Resident Evil 4 again. It will be modified to my taste, but I'm just saying, when the game comes out, I don't want it to lose its identity of the characters, of the plot, of the conversations, you know, the personalities of these characters, their arcs, you know, Luisera's arc, you know, I don't want it to be watered down. Ashley, I don't want her to become something that she's not. You know, she was a likable character already, a little bit annoying at the original because of her Leon help. But ultimately, she has grown on a lot of people, and that gives Resident Evil 4 original character. And Ashley is not a bad character. So I don't want the Capcom to fuck up these character arcs with Luis Serra, with Leon Kennedy, with Jack Krauser, with Ada Wong, with Ashley Graham. No. leave those characters' arcs intact if you don't know how to do them, or if you know how to do them, make them better. But don't completely change what they were originally. Do you understand what I mean? You know, it takes a good game developer to look at the past and improve on their designs. So, here's the thing. I want this game to be better than Resident Evil 4 original. I really want it to be. Because come on, it's new graphics, new mechanics, you know, new and spanking looking textures, you know, more physics maybe. Ballistics, anyone? You know, mod support, you know, on the Nexus in the PC when this comes out. I bet there's gonna be a lot of mod because this is the RE engine. The RE engine by itself is really moddable already. So, awesome, very good, all of that is very good, but I am going to judge the game and compare it to the original, and in this list, if there's many crossed out ones, that is going to reflect on my review. At the end, I'm going to say if this is a faithful recreation of Resident Evil 4 or if it's a failed recreation of Resident Evil 4, and then I give my scores and then I give my reasons for it succeeding or not succeeding in being a faithful recreation and all of that stuff. So what I am expecting in this game is no woke shit, you know, no Leon this time gets the damsel in distress situation while Ashley is the president agent or now, or you know, their roles are reversed and suddenly Ashley is a super girl boss who knows how to do everything possible, never gets kidnapped even once, but Leon on the other hand is the one that gets kidnapped 6 times because women are better than men and white people suck, so black people need to be you know, Ada Wong needs to be black instead of Asian because representation and all that shit. No, I warn you, Capcom. Even though that I'm not a popular YouTuber, but I am a fan of the original Resident Evil 4. If you fuck it up, I will tell you that you fucked it up. And I will give my honest, brutally honest opinion. Now, this is not to say, hold on, this is not to say that the review, if 100% of these notes that I have is crossed out, I will not give the game a 0 out of 10. No, that's not what it means. It, you know, like I said, all of this is subjective. This is just my opinion. When I see many of these crossed out, I will say, damn, this wasn't in the remake and this wasn't in the remake, or they changed this to that and I hate it, and all that stuff, and I'm gonna deduct points from the review. Not a lot of them, because I still gotta factor in the sound design, I gotta factor in the level design, I gotta factor in the gameplay design. Does it run well on a computer or does it lag? Does it crash? Is the voice acting good enough? Is, you know, the graphics awesome? Are there any glitches? Are there any bugs? Are there any exploits? All of that I take into account on my review. You know, how was the story? Did they improve it or did they fuck it up? Did they make less of a story like Resident Evil 3 Remake, which was completely pathetic, the amount of game that there was in that game? Or will they add more? Or will they keep it at same length? things like that. Does it have unlockables? Does it not have unlockables like the Callisto Protocol? And I graded it harshly because of it, because it didn't have a New Game Plus, because it didn't have unlockables. What is possible in this game? What is not possible in this game? All of that I take account into my reviews. I'm trying to become a better and better and better and better reviewer. You know, I'm not like IGN, where the review is given to some unknown person. Each and every time there is a new review of a game coming out, a new person is spearheading it, you know, so you don't have anyone to blame constantly because of their fuck-ups or their mediocre or softcore reviews, you know. When I see something and I don't like it, I'm gonna tell you I didn't like it. So, honest opinion, honesty is what I like to be, an honest, honorable person, you know, in these reviews. Because reviews are an opinion from me to give onto you, for you to decide if this is a game you would like to spend money on or not. That is what reviews of video games are, in my opinion. And I bet if I was following IGN's 10s out of 10s, 9s out of 10s from 50 games that came out this year, I would be broke. And I would hate 90% of the games that they give good reviews to. So, like I said in the Callisto Protocol review, where I said, no, this game is not worth it. It's 5 out of 10. It doesn't have enough in it. And I don't recommend buying it until there is this, and this. That is what I do in my reviews. So, yeah, anyways, I've been talking for a very long time. I think on the 25th, I will start cranking out these videos of Resident Evil 4 Remake, but I am also lazy. And unfortunately I have 5 other things, other series that I'm currently churning out in my channel for now. So Resident Evil 4 Remake is just going to be this the 6th one. Yeah, that's gonna suck. Anyways, I have played Resident Evil 4 Original in my channel. I have also played Assignment Ada. I have also played Separate Ways in my channel. They are going to be in the description below and in the end screen, just in case you want to see my journeys. Well, that's all it for today. I am worried. I am worried but hopeful for 2 different reasons. So my mind is a mess right now, but hopefully the game will be good. But that's what worries me. Hopefully. Anyways, thank you everybody so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you on the next one.